Peace, peace, peace. What's poppin', my weebles? It's your boy Sincere Seven coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, Sacramento, California edition. Representing the House of Genesis. Oh man, got a cool little something to talk about today. I know y'all hate that, love the poly talk. Y'all love to hate the poly talk. Some of y'all love to hate it, and some of y'all hate to love it. But either way, here we are, right? Man, I'm feeling pretty good. Let me think. Do I want to recap about everything going on around me right now? Not really. I'm feeling good. I'm out here in Sacramento, man. We doing all type of stuff. We doing all type of stuff, and we having a good time, man. Yeah, I got a little something on my mind that I want to discuss. You know what I'm saying? There's been a conversation that has taken place with a few people, and some subjects have came up, and some things have been said, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's talk about it. And you know, the poly talk, it always gets people, it gets them going, right? So I've heard quite a bit that men are okay with poly until a woman wants to do it. That's very interesting. Now, I am a master debater. I love to debate. I love to have these challenging conversations. I love to dig into mindsets. A lot of people say shit, and people think just because they say some shit, it means something or it represents or it's true or whatever. But people say shit all day and they can't stand on it. They won't have a discussion about it. I hear people all the time say some stupid shit, and they be like, "All right, well, let's talk about that then." And then you ask them one question. If you say that, then how you feel about this? Well, I'm just saying. No. You just said that. So I'm just saying, if then blase split. And then it's like, all right, and well, then show me. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, right. That's what I'm talking about. People who just say shit, and it's not really holding no weight, right? So the first part of this is men are always okay with poly until a woman wants to do it. I would like to be very, 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 very clear with y'all. I speak to a lot of men about poly. Most of them don't want to do it. Let me be very clear. There's a lot of men who would like to have sex with multiple women. There's a lot of men who would like the attention from multiple women. There's a lot of men who would like the idea or the ego or the publicity or the thought process that they are a ladies' man or has a lot of women or whatever. That doesn't mean that they want to be polygynous. That doesn't mean that they want to be in a relationship with multiple women and hold those women down and be responsible for everything that those women are requiring, requesting, or desiring. So let's first talk about that. Every man don't want to be poly. Most men that I know, let's stop talking like we know most men in the world. Most men that I know don't want to be poly. Period. And even the men that talk around wanting to be, they don't want to be poly. They don't want to be polygynous. They might want to be polyamorous. They might want to have multiple lovers, but they don't want to have multiple responsibilities. So that's the first part. Oh man, men want poly and no, shut the fuck up. No, I disagree. Most of the dudes I talk to, like, yeah, that's cool, dude, but I couldn't do that shit, man. Fuck that. Okay. So going further into that, most men want poly most men are okay with poly until a woman does it. Well, I really think that from my point of view, when you say most men are okay with it until a woman want to do it, right? Um, Men who are poly have a different mindset when it comes to relationships, courting, dating, sexuality. So when I hear that, it's like, okay, how many men have you talked to that are poly? Because now, like I just said, most of the men that I talk to do not want to be poly. Watch this. most of the poly men that I talk to are already open to their mates having other mates. When I started out poly as a culture about 21, 22 years ago, because I've always been honest with women about who I'm dealing with. But when I became poly, there's a difference, because I used to just be fucking a bunch of different people. And then when my first wife introduced me to poly and I started studying it and educating, I was like, oh shit, now this is what I'm talking about. And I adopted it, right? Since then, the majority of men that I've talked to that are poly, they are open or have been open to their mates having other men. I, for 15 years, was like, nah, I'm going to take on all of the responsibilities that a man who wants you must take on. So with that being said, I'm telling you, I will be responsible for everything should you decide to allow me to be. And if they do, then I want to be responsible for everything. So no, you don't need no other man. Nah, you don't need to be with no other man. Nah. And then at some point in time, after experiencing poly for so long, after having so many conversations, after seeing different relationships and seeing the reality of people, I started to become open to dealing with a woman with another man. Now, here we go. Most men are okay with poly until the woman wants to do it. When we go into this discussion, there's a lot of parameters that come into play. It's a lot of situations that come into play, and it tends to go sideways in discussion, because usually it's people who are not poly having these discussions about how poly should work. And I think that's the stupidest shit. If you are not, have not, and will not, and do not practice poly relationships, you are ignorant if you are saying how something should work. I have people all the time tell me, wait, so when you with your women, y'all, that ain't right. Y'all should do it like this, and you should do it like this. I'm like, you should shut the fuck up, because you have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about. Second of all, you've never held down a 7-year relationship, period, even monogamous. Let me be very clear. If you have not held down a 7-year relationship at least once, and not a relationship where I was with this motherfucker for 7 years, he was beating my ass, or this chick, and she was cheating on me and she was this, but I loved it. No. If you have not held down a successful relationship for at least 7 years, you have no fucking right to be telling anybody what they should do. Have I had a 7-year relationship? I've had a few of them. Most of my relationships last years. I've not been in a lot of relationships. I'm not a serial dater. I'm not I think she's cute, I'm gonna fuck, oh, that's my woman, let's do it. Like, I don't jump into relationships real quickly with just anybody. So I've had relationships that have lasted years. When I was poly and had my 3 wives, that was 12 years. It was like 8 years with one, 12 years with the second, and the third one, it was like 15 or something. And that's all consecutively, all at the same time. I literally have more years in relationships than my age on this planet. I have more than 46 years of relationships, and I'm 46. You can only do that if you're dating multiple. So if I'm dating 3 people at a time and I'm with them all for 10 years, that's 30 years of relationships right there in 10 years. So that's what I mean by that, right? So, all right. So, in the growth and development of the poly relationships and learning human nature and learning the history that comes with these people, let's be very clear. Because when we get in these relationships, we're looking for the best. And we are looking for the best and hiding the worst. And that's how most people operate. They're looking for the best, they're hiding the worst. I'm looking for support, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for encouragement. I'm hiding that I was promiscuous. I'm hiding that I had diseases or have diseases. I'm hiding that I'm abusive, that I'm crazy, that I'm angry, that I have low emotional intelligence. I'm hiding all of that. But I'm searching for, okay? So then when you feel like you found somebody to do these things together as time goes on and you're in relationships, these things start to come out, the stories. Now these people are struggling with the ideas that they had versus the reality that they're in. Poly, one of the main parts and points of poly is honesty and communication. So the idea that somebody is going to be having a problem with somebody doing something else, it kind of misses the point of being in a poly relationship. This comes from the ignorance of people who don't know how to operate in poly. I've had mates that I was not poly and going in with them, trying to get them to understand poly, and they give me all of their fears. No, I don't want to do it because you're going to this and this and that, and you're going to disappear with them, and this person is going to come over and beat me up, or this person is going to get mad at me, and they're going to put all this stuff in between us and this. And let me be very clear. It's always the people who have the most fears that give you the hardest time. It's the ones that say, I don't know, because I heard that it's this and y'all this, and it be like that. And they are the people who violate the relationship. They are the people who fall off, who bring issues and problems. So I want to be going to another. I'm about to be, I'm too about me to be poly. I'm too about me to be poly. Chief, me and you need to hook up and conversate because every time I'm doing a live, you come on and you start saying stuff, and I be like, we need to talk. I love the way you think and the way you say things because I know exactly where you're coming from. But every time I be like, yo, I don't think you know. Listen, I'm gonna respond to that. I'm not sure if you know it or not, but you said I'm too about me to be poly. Okay. Matter of fact, okay, I was. I'm gonna say what I was about to say, but then I'm gonna come back and say what I think I realize now that you're saying. Because I was gonna say I'm so much about me that having one woman is not satisfactory for me because I want somebody else to be about me. Yeah, I want you to be about me, but I want her to be about me too. Because when you get tired of doing for me, when you're like my arm's tired, I don't want to rub your back no more. I'll just turn her and she can rub my back. Like I like when you with one woman, like you have to be understanding that I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I don't want to go. I don't want to do. I don't want to see. I don't. And he's like, oh damn, okay. And if you are okay with being like that sometimes, then okay. I'm like, yo, I want to go and let's go down the river walk and smoke. Oh, I can't. I got to do. Oh, all right, damn, cool. All right, yo, what you doing? Good. Let's go to the river walk and smoke. I'm about me, so I want what I want, when I want, how I want. So if one of them cannot, that's cool. I'm not complaining. I'm not, oh, wait, you can't do for me. No, cool, baby, do what you do. I'm gonna call so and so. We're gonna go do that. So that's what I meant when I'm like, well, I'm about me too. But then I thought maybe he's saying I'm selfish. I want to be taken care of. I want to be rubbed on. I want to be this. I want to be that. But I don't want to do that shit back to you. So if you got multiple women, like if you got one woman, it's like, all right, I'll rub you back for a little bit. Damn, he don't ever want to do nothing, but he take care of me, so without it. But if you got multiple women, it's gonna be like, damn, you don't do shit for none of us. If that's what you mean, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I would tell you, I'm about me too, and my women will let me know, like, all right, it ain't all about you. I'm over here like, what's up? Hey, don't forget about me. Hey, don't, you know what I mean? Because I tell mine, like, keep me, don't be sitting somewhere mad at fuck like this nigga don't do, he don't. Hey, say to me, hey, what's up? You don't never, okay, my bad, you right. I haven't been doing that lately. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. And that's why when these people be like, oh, I don't want them, I have to tell my man shit. I want him to love me so much he read my mind. Oh, nope, thank you. I don't sign up for that. And I'm okay with that. I be seeing it all the time. If I gotta tell my man what the fuck I want, I don't fucking need him. I heard that. If I have to read my broad mind or deal with an attitude because she don't know how to communicate effectively, I don't fucking need her. I'm a business owner. I got a lot of shit to do. I got shit on my mind that I'm focused on. So my taking care of you, to me, listen to this, to me taking care of my woman is, what do they call that? It's automatic. It's automatic. Like when I get up in the morning, I know I got to feed my kids. I know I got to get them dressed. I know, you know what I'm saying? My kids don't have to ask me for shit. And when they do, I'm saying, did you do what you were supposed to do? Right? So my care for my woman is as automatic. So the things that are not in my consciousness that I don't keep in mind that my woman knows she wants, hey, listen, you know, I want to da-da-da-da. Oh, all right, for sure. Because that's not going to be automatic. What's automatic is already happening. If it's not happening, it's not on my mind. And you know, I'm busy. You know, I think a lot about a lot of stuff. I forget a lot about it. And you know, I might not think about it. So if you want it, say something to me. So if my women can't communicate, we can't be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So now where was I at though? I was speaking on something that went into that. And oh, okay, all right, yeah. My woman's sitting here watching me right now. I be loving to do this shit because like sometimes I be talking shit and somebody say something, be like whatever, yeah, yo woman, and I be like shit, she right here with me. Sometimes I turn like right, yeah, like oh shit, yeah. So if you see me looking over, I'm looking because I'm looking at her like, huh? Did I forget anything? Hold on. Chief said I totally agree what you mean. I like others' company and my own women attitude be ass, and I'd be a little sad. Always enjoying myself a lot, and so someone to adventure and get whimsical with would be cool. It's not sexual. Exactly. Exactly. Sierra says, but a lot of instances of this is a that can't even get the basics. But a lot of instances of this is a man that can't even get the basics. I'm thinking because it's something left out, Sierra. Um, and now let me like now what you're saying. That's because these basics are not usually communicated. Usually, when poly talk takes place, it's like anti-poly or somebody trying to defend poly. There's not a lot of people like think about it. Like there's people who knit and they'll go on and give secrets of knitting, and people who knit they will like follow these people like oh yeah oh okay that's how they do that stitch. That's not very common in relationships in the poly that I've seen. If you follow me, you know for a while I've dropped a lot of poly stuff. I've been poly all my life. I've been polygynous for over 20 years. So this is something that I remember back in the day I was walking down the street and a woman walked up to me and she said, "Are you Sincere Seven?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I thought so." And then she was like, "You know, that poly shit that y'all be talking, I hate that shit." And in my mind, I'm like, hold the fuck on. Did you just stop me to fucking start telling me how you don't? But I'm this is an elder woman and it's like I'm in the middle of the street, I'm in public. Fuck it. I'm just gonna listen to what she gotta say and then okay, well, that's your business and walk the fuck off. So she's like, Sincere Seven, right? Yeah. Yeah, that poly shit y'all be talking. I've heard of it and I've been did this and it is stupid and I've heard people and bullshit. But I have to say that if it's two people that I've been aware of that I can say, okay, that makes me think that the poly shit could be real. It's you and Baba Kalinde. And let me tell y'all, that was the first time in my life that I had been spoken of in comparison on a level with Baba Kalinde. Like the fuck, like, and it was like, damn, for the subject that I was spoken on in comparison with was even better. To all of those who know Baba Kalinde and know who he is in the mushroom realm, the psychedelic realm, and all of that, you would think like, because like now I've been in it a long time. Oh, you and Baba Kalinde and did it and Baba Hoodoo, and things like that. But at that time, I didn't have that notoriety. But to be recognized in comparison to him for poly was even better. See, that's even better. Fuck my profession. You see how I am as a man with my women and my children, with my family. And that speaks volumes. Sierra said, like, I got tired of repeating myself to him like a child. I was referring to you just being automatically on some of the things you know your woman needs. Correct. I was referring to saying that. automatically knowing things your woman needs to feel valued. You fuck with Brother Panic? No, I don't. I don't know nothing about him. I don't know enough about him. But no, all those. I don't know. This is my personal opinion. By the time some of these individuals get to a what I would call famous status, they are mixed, diluted, and tampered with. So a lot of these people, when they first come out, they dropping some shit. But what happens is when they start getting notoriety, they start getting followings, they start getting millions of followers and all of this, and start getting advertisement and all of this, and they see their money come up, what they was teaching starts to go towards what they're earning. And then they start to meet other people in other areas, and they start to be influenced by things and people and situations, and they lose their way, period. And they end up on some other shit. So you either got real fuck niggas who have found a way to present themselves that people think that they the truth. What's that dude's name? I don't know. It's 4 letters. He's walking around. You got dudes with him and sitting in a chair. My women, they make $50,000 a day each, and they sitting at home and they're queens. And dude, I seen you on the internet running to your girl baby mama was running to the neighbor talking about call the police. He beating the shit out of me. I'm not finna put you up there like, oh yeah, this is how we're supposed to take care of women. But they have to get their ass whooped. Nope. And then what's the other dude? Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying? He started out dropping some shit, talking about, you know what I'm saying, living natural. Then he making women have babies and can't do shit, and the babies is dying, and taking people's medication, they dying. The chicks, hey, beat her ass, fight each other. Oh, I'm not gonna beat you because I'm a man, but you beat her ass. Like, hold on, like, so no, I don't know none of these dudes. I don't know none of them. And that's also why I'm not real quick to be trying to get everywhere and do everything and be somebody. I already am. All I got to keep doing is doing the natural things that I'm doing, healing and taking care of the community. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about none of them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not affiliated with none of them. I only asked because you referenced the psychedelic guy. He spoke a lot about him. Who? Baba Kalende? The psychedelic guys are you speaking about? He passed away. That Panic was never one of them. He kept it solid until the end of his time. Nature Boy had motherfuckers messed up. Yeah, no, I'm not saying what Polite is, because again, I don't know him. So I'm not saying it. Oh, okay, Baba Kalende. Baba Kalende was a friend of mine. Baba Kalende was a brother to me, was a mentor. Well, we don't use the word mentor, but a teacher. So I'm from Detroit. Baba Kalende's from Detroit. So how other people be speaking about people because they know them in the realms, no. Me and Baba Kalende used to sit at my house, his house, and have conversations and break bread. So, no, I knew the brother. So with that, now that brother I knew, Baba Kalende. Brother Polite, I do not know. So if that's what you was asking, part of myself, yes, I know Baba Kalende very well. Yeah. Oh, you from Detroit too. Oh, what up, though? So yes. Okay. Back to the poly thing. Cause it's okay, I got time. We're gonna do a cushion coffee with a cap down here, Sacramento. I love the people down here. We get deep with it, y'all. We get deep. But let's go back into the poly talk. So because it was something that I was getting to, and that is this. Men are okay with poly until a woman wants to do it. So it might just be the men you're talking to or the women that want to do it. So for me, if I'm going to be poly with a woman who is also poly and she has mates other than me, I'm okay with that. As long as she's okay knowing that if the point of men is to provide and protect, and I say it all the time that the women in my community, in the Black urban community, have a lack of good, responsible, honest, integrity having men that can protect and provide and that want to do those things. All of those categories, there's a lack of them in our community. So when I look around and there's women out here with children struggling, tricking, selling their body, doing whatever they can. All of these different things, that was coming to some worst case scenarios, of course, and they're without anybody to care for them. In my mind, when an individual such as myself comes into that person's life, makes an acquaintance, this person shares an attraction with this other person, and they begin to think maybe this might be something possible, and I explain to them, I'm poly, I have another woman or women or however it might be at the time. Oh, okay. Well, how do they feel about, well, that will be determined by how you come into our cipher. However, they understand this is a poly union. So the idea that somebody else might pop up, it's kind of understood, right? And then I take that woman on and now start to assist her, lead her, better her quality of life. The children now are being led, being educated, being taught. She now has somebody supplying maybe support so she can spend more time. All of these things to improve the community. And now you're saying, I need another man. Wait, what is it that you needed that I was not supplying? Now, I've had women answer that question before, and the answers that they gave, I agree. You're right. I'm not going to provide you with that. That's different. And if that's something you need for, okay, yeah, I've had a woman tell me that for her, I don't want to say ego, but the things that she's been through in life. Like some people have been through things in life and they've disassociated, so they need to do shibari to bring them back into their bodies, right? Well, this individual has problems with being violated and held and violated and fucked up things done to them, and so they enjoy giving it to a man. I think y'all refer to it as pegging. And I was like, oh. Listen, let me not get in the way of any other relationships you have with anybody else. You need whatever you need, and that's not my business. And I learned then that if you love a person and you're willing to accept whatever they bring and they want to offer things to other people, what those things that they offer to other people is not your business. Like, I don't go through my women's phone. I don't do it. I don't scroll through your phone, look at your text messages, look in your I don't do that shit, because when you looking for something, you're gonna find it. Tell you right now, I can guarantee you, if I looked in any of my women's phones that I've had or been with, I'm going to find something that I don't like. Does that mean they're doing something wrong? No. It means that you're going to be bothered by the things that you see or hear. Nothing wrong is being done, but you're not going to like that, right? And so this idea is something that we have to conceptualize. So when it comes to poly, oh, so your women gonna get jealous? Hell no, they don't get jealous. Yeah, they do, I'm sure. But my women have emotional intelligence. If you're gonna be my woman, you have to have emotional intelligence, because otherwise, we're good, right? So, yeah, they're gonna get jealous. I get jealous, right? But we control that shit. Now, let me be very clear. When it comes to a man and poly, with me, this is my issue. I'm on some you need to bring your permission slip. Because as a man, and I'm saying I'm poly, you can go and come and sit down and kick it and smoke and talk with my women. You know what I'm saying? We can all go out to the mall or the movies, and if both of my women happen to be bisexual and are attracted to each other, then we might even all get down together, if that's what they want. Now, when it comes to a man being poly with a woman and she having other men, I've never had that situation. I've never went and hung out with my woman's other man. So for me, it's a matter of, where's the permission slip? I had a woman who I was dating and she had a husband. And I'm talking to her, I said, do he know about us? Yeah, he knows. Okay. All right, cool. And, things would happen, things would go on. Ooh, no, I gotta go, I gotta leave. Like, all right. And I'm like, man, I'm playing it slow, but man, is she lying or do he know? And I asked her, I'm out in Florida. Come on, fly on out. She was like, shit, all right, buy me the ticket. I bought the ticket. She get on the plane to come see me. She texts me like, plane's about to fly off. I'll be there in, a few hours. Bet. About 5 minutes later, boom, message come. I open it up. It's her husband. I say, oh shit, what the fuck? I open it up and brethren say, hey man, she been stressed. Things been kind of tough. And I know, so, what I'm saying? If you could, man, just make sure that, what I'm saying, sister, like telling me where she might need some attention, where she might need some help. Her heart is hurt or her mind is cluttered. And I was like, oh, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? And since then, we ain't never hung out, but me and him, we've had conversations. We've talked. Because a lot, like we said, sometimes jealousy does come up. Sometimes issues come up. Sometimes I'm bothered by something that I heard or I seen. That man will text me like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Can I talk to you for, like, yeah. And we'll kick it. We'll sit on the phone. That is the type of shit that I like. That's the type of shit I like. Don't tell me, oh, I'm poly, and yeah, he know, and then we going on, and then I'm like, well, all right, I'm gonna come and get you. Oh, no, I'm gonna walk down the street and come. All right, well, let me send you this money. I'm gonna cash it. No, don't cash at me. Cash app it to so and so, and they'll say, wait a minute, what's all the weird shit about? Don't lie. See, now, men, this is the problem I have with men. You weak motherfuckers will meet a woman, court her, and start fucking her, and then somehow we'll somebody call, yo, this mother, you're the one, what the fuck? And like you'll fuck with a woman, and then you'll motherfucking inform her you poly. That's weak as fuck. That's weak as fuck, and it's not poly. And let me be clear, I hear a lot of women, oh, fuck that poly shit, stupid, that poly shit ain't nothing, that poly shit. Listen, y'all, the dudes that you knew that said they was poly, they wasn't. They was just liars, bullshitters, cheaters, whoremongers using our culture to shield their dirty, fucked up ways. Y'all not against poly. Y'all are against ain't shit ass dudes who fake like they poly. Any man that's poly that comes at you is going to inform you he poly from the beginning. And not just to respect you, but respect this motherfucking woman. How I'm anywhere with you doing anything with you and you don't know about my woman. Do my woman need to know about you? That depends on our agreement. When I had 3 wives, one of them was like, look, tell me everything. I mean, everything. When I used to come back, did y'all, yeah, we did. What was it like? How did she tell you something? Man, what the fuck, yo, weird ass? Like, she liked that shit, right? And then one of them was like, whatever you feel like you need to tell me, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. If you want to tell me, you can. If you don't, that's your personal love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, cool. The other one was like, yo, I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. I was like, what? I don't hear nothing about none of that shit. Like, that's your business. Like, do you? I don't want to hear it. Now, if you about to add one on, or somebody get pregnant, then tell me. I need to know that shit. Like, okay, that's your new. Okay, cool. But other than that, I don't know about it. If you meet a woman and you try to decide if you gonna add her on and you dating and you all doing whatever, I don't know about it. Tell me once you add her on. Tell me once she been here for 3 months. Tell me, like, she was like that. So that's what I mean. Is like it has to be an agreement. All things have to be agreed on. They have to be known. They have to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then as you go further, watch this. If you have an agreement with one of them, when you move forward, don't you be opening up no different agreements. If my woman say, listen, I'm okay with you, we're dating, but I'm okay with you having sex with other women that you're not dating. And then you get a new woman and she like, okay, well, all right, this poly thing, so me and her, your woman, okay, cool. So we the only ones you having sex with, right? Well, if you tell her that, well, did you tell her that? Because now these things are not lined up. So you need to either tell her what the agreement I have with her is, da da da, and if you okay with that, then cool. Or if that, nah, I don't like that, then you need to go back and tell her that this is what she wants, this is how she feels. So I'm going to change this to that because I'm gonna be very clear. The opposite of that, and you'll start having your woman looking at you fucking sideways. Like, wait a minute. Now, when you got with her and she requested this, you went and said, okay, we just gonna be with just us. And then whatever happened with her, she ain't here, and you over here fucking off with all of it. But you cool with that. No. But you changed that. You changed that. And see, these are some of those like intricate little things that people need to communicate on what's expected in listen, I was in a relationship with two women recently, and one of the situations came to an end. A day or two later, my woman was like, "So, what you doing now?" she, she ain't wasted no time. So what's up? Where you? Because she already know, like, okay, that's over with. So it's almost like a reset. What you about to be doing? How you about to be doing? You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts? How you about to? Right? You know what I'm saying? And we had to have a real deep discussion. And I'm like, damn, because after you have a relationship and it breaks up, you have to look at the after action review. Like, damn, what happened? Where did that go wrong? How could I have done better? All of these types of things. And so having this conversation, I have them with my woman. This is another dope ass thing about poly. I have the conversation with my woman. I'm telling her like, I felt like this and I went through this and I did. And my woman's like, listen, let me tell you something about you. Let me tell you what you do. You go out and you ding, 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 ding. And I was like, oh, whoa. That was below the, okay, that wasn't below the belt, but it felt like it. You know what I'm saying? Read me to filth. And I'm like, damn, but you're right. You're right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's growth and development. Come on. Hold on. Oh, we got all kind of comments coming. Let me go back. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. And yes, Panic spoke very highly of him. He better have. I want to get into the poly convo too. I cover this topic on my page. Oh, I'm open for it. I do podcasts. We talk whenever you want. I'm going to favorite your page so I can interact with your content. Be careful. I'm talking about poly today. I'll probably be talking about something tomorrow. I might offend you. Just take me lightly, baby. Take me lightly. The issue with poly is it has been commercialized. Niggas, for the most part, not trying to build. They just want to pass to openly sleep with multiple women without having to play games and lie. Facts. Like, I'm not even gonna debate that shit. I wouldn't even dare try to debate that because I agree with you. God dang it. Okay. What else? Okay. Let me see. Okay. And for the most part, women hate each other, so they can't even see the building at. Wait, what? I'm going to read this and then I'll come back and say something. And for the most part, women hate each other. So they can't even see the building aspect. It's just a possessive thing for most women. I don't want to share my man. Like, babes, you're sharing him whether you're aware of it or not. You signed up for it. Okay, cool. That's it. Hold on. Who am I to tell a woman? Okay, from my point of view, I don't. When you said most women hate each other, babe, let me just look at you. Do most women hate each other? Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I mean, it was like, yeah. Okay. Motherfuckers don't know what unconditional love is for real. Oh, hold on, baby. Love is unconditional. Relationships are not. Love is unconditional. Relationships are not. I love a lot of people that I'm not with. Let me be very clear. Oh, I can love you with all my heart, but bitch, I'm not taking that shit. Oh, we not doing that. You can get the fuck on. And I'm sad because I love you and I can't be around your ass no more. So I just want to point that out. Jealousy is human nature. You have to learn to control it to elevate. That's right. That's right. That was Murky Waters with the married chick. That's red tape. No, no, no. That married chick was one of my favorite relationships. What you mean? That shit was open. It was honest. I ain't never had no thoughts of anything that's about to be out of pocket because he knew, she knew, I knew, she knew, we knew, they knew, everybody motherfucking knew that needed to motherfucking know. Everybody was honest. Everybody was respectful. That's what the fuck I like. I prefer that over a relationship I had where me and him never made contact. Me and her had lovely times every time we was together. There was never no bullshit to find out that there were lies being told and people was hiding shit. I don't give a fuck how smooth it fucking went. I don't like being included, being told, oh yeah, individuals are aware of shit and then they not. And I'm doing all type of shit to this month. Let me stop. Listen. So that's what I'm saying. So, to say that was a red, no, that was a green flag. People need to literally learn from that relationship. That's how it's supposed to be. And sometimes it's not about what went wrong or right. This thing is about experiences. You're right. I like how you put that. When I made that comment, I was aware if the hubby knew or not. Oh, okay. Okay. That you made that comment before I said what I said about him. Like, yeah. And we still cool to this day. Me and her still cool to this day too. You know what I'm saying? So that's and that's I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, people have this idea. I was talking to somebody and they were like, oh, what happened on or how was your birthday? And I was like, oh, I was fucked up. And I was like, what happened? And I said, well, I went on vacation with 2 women and 2 children, and I came back with 2 children and 1 woman. And her next response was, well, what do you expect is going to happen when you go on vacation with 2 women and 2 children? And I said, I expected to have a good fucking time with my family. What the fuck does that supposed to mean? And she started just speaking like, how do you not understand that poly is not going to work in that way? And I'm like, sitting here like, is this motherfucker, is she serious right now? You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I literally cut her off. I was like, hold on, this is what we're not going to do. No. Because me and this person, we debate a lot. This is what we do, right? But I was like, this is not what we're going to do. I'm not going to sit here and even listen to you begin to start talking to me and telling me about how my culture and my lifestyle is not going to work. It has worked, and this is where I'm going. It has worked since I've started it. And people will say, well, then why aren't you still with them? Because planets are made and grown from the beginning, and everything has a birth date and a death date, right? And so everything has an ending. How many people do you know that was in a relationship until they died? Well, they would be dead. Everybody else has had relationships that have ended and they went into other relationships. And to think that because I'm not with any individual I was with before, that relationship failed, then that means every single relationship you were in was a failure. And let me be very clear. I have not had very many relationships that were a failure. My relationships be successful. We meet, we treat each other good, we go through a relationship, we get together, we live life, we laugh, we joke, we have great sex, we vacate, we do things, we have children, we go through things, and then something happens that changes things. And we realize this has come to an end. And then we move on. That is a successful relationship. Now, if we got together and I'm beating their ass and they cheating on me and I'm fucking if I'm fucking their sister while I'm with them and, all type of shit like this, then that's not successful. It's just fucked up and you was just in the fucked up thing for a long time. But if all of that shit, if you can have a successful relationship that comes to an end. It's like working a job or a career, and a successful career, and then you retire or you quit because you want to now move into a different sector. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that what you were doing before you failed at. No, that came to an end. Sierra said the issue is people have been conditioned for monogamy. Facts. Which was created for profit. Facts. It is not in man or woman's nature to just desire and be with one person for the rest of our lives. It doesn't even make sense, to be honest. I always give this example. If you had to eat pizza for the rest of your life, you'd be sick. I always use cereal. I'll be like, what's your favorite cereal? Frosted Flakes. Okay, eat Frosted Flakes every day. Don't ever eat another cereal again. You okay with that? No, like what? Exactly. Let's just stop there. Like, who the fuck wants to eat just Frosted Flakes for the rest of their fucking life? Let me tell you, some of my favorite things, I use them less than anything else because I don't want to get used to it. I tell my women, don't walk around me naked 24/7. Some of them listen, some of them don't. But let me just tell you something. The ones that don't, the sexuality between us changes the longer we're together. Because it's like I'm seeing it all day, every day, all day, all day. Okay, titties and that, okay. So I don't have a desire to see it. Like I see it all fucking day. But my women that cover up and they keep themselves, however, I'm not like, oh, put on a sweater when you're around me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying literally naked, butt ass naked, right? Their bodies always are still, what is that word? Uh, I'm curious. Like, I'm like, what? Like, I know the nipple big, but let me see. I forgot how big. Let me see. Like, yeah, I'm saying. Let me see. Exactly. Right. It is like, yeah. But if you're just so it's like that. I tell people in a world where women wear gloves 24 fucking 7 and you've never seen their hands, and a woman takes her gloves off and does like that, your dick about to be hard than a motherfucker. It's not the part of the body, it's the desire for it because it's not always there, right? And so having something all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time is like, damn. So for me, even with poly, because for me it's not a sexual thing. Like a lot of people, oh, you just want to have sex with multiple women. You need to talk to my women. The fuck is you talking about? They be like, shit, what's up? What's that? The fuck? Oh, yeah, I ain't goddamn 25 no more. Not trying to get some, You know how much I've had? I could use less. So I'm not a cockhound. That's not my mindset of what I'm looking for. And so the idea that, oh, men just be want to fuck, men just want to fuck, men just want to fuck. I do like having sex, but I also very, very, very much the intimacy of finding that energy, that space, and that connection that you haven't had in a minute, if that makes sense. Hmm? Believe one person can satisfy all your needs and desires is really sad. It's not possible. We all have different skills, values, etc. That's why poly makes sense. I might not be good at math and investments, but Keisha is. Okay, I like what you said, but let me also say that if I feel like I have to take on enough women to fulfill all of my needs and desires, then my focus is not right. Because my needs and desires are just, well, needs is one thing, but desires, that's the desires part. Because on the needs part, we was having this discussion here. What do I need from you? What do I need my woman for? I'm not going to go into that conversation, but I will say that in here, I said that the earth is 3/4 covered in water. The water on the planet represents X chromosomes and the land represents the Y chromosomes. There's 2 X chromosomes in women, ocean, ocean. There's a X chromosome in men, ocean, and a Y chromosome in men, land. Women are not to be contained or controlled because they move with the ocean of the motion and the moon. They're supposed to be free, flowing, reckless, whatever it is. Man has his own emotional flow. However, he must move with the energy of land. The point of land is so that civilization can take place. So yes, sir, you can have some emotions, but you better block that shit off at the fucking beach, because you are here for boundaries and borders to keep civilization safe. So the water needs the land for the civilization to take place. The land is here for boundaries and guidance for the water. That's what I said. This has nothing to do with who's more valuable, men, women, greater, stronger, none of that shit. That's what I said in a comparing to the earth, so that people can try to absorb that a little bit lighter. But let me be clear, I think that it's the responsibility of the civilization on land to stop polluting the planet and to clean up the planet as well as the oceans. What all I just said is for those who are philosophers, wise men and women, and can read into a parable, dissect it and understand it, so I don't have to go into no motherfucking conversations or disagreements and arguments for people who are sensitive to certain words like male, female. You call me a female. What the fuck? Anyway, I can't learn and study everything. I need others to learn from, and this isn't just in romantic relationships, it's platonic as well. And typically, platonic relationships get cut off when you enter into a romantic relationship. People enter into relationships and want to control and say, oh, you can't have male friends or you can't have female friends. How can you and elevate with just y'all? Build and elevate with just y'all. I agree. I agree. You know, I agree. That one right there is a challenge for me to talk about, because to be honest, usually I am the other man that is there because of the wanting to build, the wanting to build, the wanting to learn, the wanting to go into different realms. That's where I think most women are attracted to me and come around me for. And so you're right about that, where it starts like that. And then if a romantic or pursues, then whoever that they might have been dealing with starts to feel some type of way. Because again, me being poly, it'd be like, my only thing, if I'm dealing with a woman who's dealing with somebody else, is do they know? Because if not, I don't want to do this. Do they know? Okay? And if so, cool. Tell them I said, what up? You want to holler at me about anything? That's what's up. But you hit the nail on the head when you said it's relationships are conditional, not love. Correct. It's about the relationships. And that's the thing, is people just don't be honest with people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep it 100 from the beginning, then what happens is when you like, if you tell them, yo, I'm poly, like I've been in a situation where I'm single, or I only got one woman or whatever, and I'm meeting somebody, but I'm still telling them I'm poly, right? So that way, now, no matter how deep we get, what happens if somebody else does come into the picture, you are going to feel some type of way. But we've discussed it, you respect it, and we'll be able to work through it. And that's what it's really all about, is the openness and the integrity. The foundation to poly relationships is communication, honesty, and integrity. And if you lack at any of those three, you're not going to be able to have a poly relationship. And emotional intelligence, that's the other part. I forgot that part. Those are the 4 cornerstones. Emotional intelligence. Okay? Yes, dishonesty is just cutting my hands off. You're not even giving me choice. Right. And I'm going to tell you, that's how, when I was in the military, before I was poly, I was just a whore. But it was okay, because Like I would meet women and they were like, yo, you got a woman? I'd be like, I ain't got no woman, but you know, I got like 2 or 3 people I'm having sex with, but they not like my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, and they be like, what? So you just gonna sit here and tell me? And I'm like, yeah, like I'ma tell you, if you just met me and you asked me if I had a woman, I said no. You said you got anybody you fucking, and I said no. You probably don't want to be, because what type of single motherfucker ain't got no woman, ain't got nobody fucking? And now that's not true, but remember, I was in the army. So I was saying, like, if I ain't got nobody I'm fucking, you probably don't want to talk to me. But be it that I got women that, like, matter of fact, oh, that's one of them. Like, I be like, so if you want to go get, like, talk to her and be like, what's up with this dude? He cool. Girl, he's great. He did, like, I literally used to do that shit. Go talk to her. She'll tell you, you don't know about me, more about me. What the fuck you want to know? You know what I'm saying? So the honesty was what made women comfortable with me. I was the only dude in my motherfucking company that we would throw barbecues and parties, and I would invite like 6 or 7 women that I was dealing with. And dudes would come up like, hey, yo, Keisha here. Keisha, oh, where's she at? Like, I'm saying, but, you know, Tamika over there. Oh, nah, they already know. Wait, what? What? That was, you know what I'm saying? And they would always tell me, that's why we fuck with you, because you tell the truth. Because we already know, like, you're in the army, motherfucker, y'all fucking. But when I asked him, no, I don't even, my girl told me she fucking him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's the thing about it, is that that's the part of me that has always been like that. So when I came into poly, I was like, oh, this is easy as hell. All you got to do is do what you say you're going to do, and just be open and honest. And then I started to see the other situations that people are going through. And they would tell me, yeah, I'm in a poly relationship. Oh, okay, dope. So, whoop, whoop, and they start talking. I'd be like, wait, what? Well, how did that? Oh, so you didn't even know until, yeah, no, that's not right. What do you mean? Like, no, that's totally, like, that's not how you, and they, like, so it's some people who really don't even know that they in a poly relationship and being violated the whole way, and they thinking this is how all of us operate. No, baby, no, not at all. I wouldn't be able to hold down multiple relationships with multiple women, you know what I'm saying, and multiple statuses, if there wasn't an actual formula and understanding. It's not just, oh yeah, come on over here and we're cool, like, yeah. No, everything, there's a formula to all of this. There are rules of engagement, you know what I'm saying? There are everything. Like, it's not, because it's not an easy thing. It includes other people. It's like you run your own business. Okay, you get up when you want, you go where you want, you do what you want. You run a business and you employ 20 people. Oh no, there's going to be some communication. There's going to be some standard operating procedures, protocols, agreements. Emotional employment is what I call it. Are you emotionally employed? That's what I used to say to women. I don't give a fuck if you fucking nobody. Are you emotionally employed? What you mean? Like, are you emotionally employed? Like, are your emotions busy? They have a job? I don't care about your body. What about your emotions? Yes, women are so confusing. Women aren't attracted to men that other women don't want. That kind of makes sense to me. I mean, like, it kind of like, I mean, now if you're attracted to that man and then other women be like, ugh, I don't think he's attracted, you like, oh, I know, right? That's different. But no, I mean, because it's like generally like they're attractive. There's a difference between you're attracted and they're attractive. So if that makes sense. And yeah, like y'all wear jewels, y'all wear jewelry, y'all wear paint on y'all nails, y'all wear hair, and y'all wear breasts, and y'all wear y'all men, right? You want things to look nice on you. So you want your man to look nice on you. When you walking down the street, you want them bras to be like, oh, look at her shoes. Damn, them nice. Oh, look at that purse. Damn, girl, I like that shit. Damn, look at her man. Damn, girl, I like that shit. Hold on, man. Like, they be saying that, but they be like in the back of their mind, like, I know, right? But hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's have some fun with it, y'all. But yeah, no, man. So same thing with the women. I'ma tell y'all, men are okay being in poly relationships with y'all and y'all dealing with other men, as long as y'all understand you're gonna get treated different. You're not gonna get my finances, you're not gonna get my protection. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that we come together for, that'll be the boundary or the limitation, because you already have. Because remember, I told y'all my point in poly is seeing my community without, is seeing a lot without. You know what I'm saying? And being like, shit, I can, what? I do this. I do it. I take care of it. I love y'all. I love women around me. Fuck you mean? Y'all come over here. Yeah, come on. All right, be cool now. All right, that's right. So for me, that's that, right? So if a woman has another dude, I'm like, oh, cool. Then our bond is strictly off of our enjoyment for each other. I don't feel like I need to take care of you. Somebody else already taking care of you. You good. You got some dollars in your pocket. You protected. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says something reckless to you, go tell your man. Yo, wait, what? Y'all. I'm the backup nigga. I'm the back. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, if you gonna deal with two men, I want to be the main. And I realized, oh, nah, I'm good. Nah. Yeah. I was like, oh, you went the wrong way. Why the fuck you want to be the main? Yeah, the main is the one that has all the issues, all the problems. The side is the one who just get together and we have a good time. And I realized while I'm watching what's going on, oh, damn, boy, you signed up for the wrong role. So I am open to being in a relationship with a woman, poly with other dudes, and I am the secondary dude. I am not going to be the main man. I'm either going to be the only man or the side nigga. The only man or the side piece. Anything I do for you is like, fuck it, because I wanted to. But nah, I ain't. Oh, my light bill. Oh, that's fucked up. Like, your dude, he when he get paid? Saturday? Okay, cool. So you'll be good then. Oh, they gonna be off till Saturday? You can stay here Friday. Yeah, you can what? You can stay here on Friday. Like the days that the lights off over there, you can stay here. Yeah. What, man? What? Stop me if I say anything out of pocket, baby. You know, I'm on live right now. Okay, okay, right? So that's how I don't mind being with, but so now how do y'all feel? Because if you want to have two dudes, like, well, ain't they supposed to have roles, or are they both supposed to both protect and provide? Like, because that's like real. Because if women are without and you got two, then you kind of being a little like being kind of, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, shoot. So for me, I got to keep my resources and everything that I offer for those that have nothing and nobody. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. Huh? Yeah. And my girl told me that's my motherfucking problem. She like, you out here and you get motherfuckers who lack things and ain't got, thinking that they gonna goddamn love you. But no, they become dependent on you, motherfucker. This ain't love. You just picking motherfuckers up because they broken and abused and don't have, and tell you a story and you attract it and you like it. You think that they need some saving and they need to be supported and they need all this. And you not realizing, motherfucker, they goddamn 35 years old. How the fuck these motherfuckers is this old and don't have shit, don't have nobody? You looking at it like they need to be saved like you was when you was 20. Motherfucker, you 46. If a motherfucker's 35 to 40 years old and I ain't got nothing, I don't have nobody, and I'm lost and I'm without, you need to ask yourself why. And is that what you really want to sign up for? I'm like, damn, baby, slow down, baby. I was just saying, do you think I make good choices? Never mind. I don't want to ask you nothing no more. The fuck? Fuck leading me to filth. The fuck? Don't laugh. This shit ain't funny. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I love y'all. I got to get going. We're about to do cushion coffee with a cat with my Sacramento family. Tell somebody you love them in the language that they can understand it in. Peace.